So these dogs, well, they're begging. They're begging. Thing about Jack Russell Terriers, though, these are not toy dogs. These are dogs that were bred to hunt and bring back the spoils of the hunt. And if they get hungry enough, they're going to hunt me. I have found my little patch of heaven out in the countryside. Nestled in about a dozen acres of tropical forest, indeed surrounded by it, is what I can only describe as my favorite cafe in Thailand thus far. It's a bit of a secret right now, I guess, to non-Thai speaking people because it hasn't yet had any Western influencers or TikTokers or YouTubers visit yet. So far, it's only been Thai and Thai language speaking TikTokers and influencers who have come here. However, being that it is within super close proximity to the Temple of the Murals, or Wat Chaisi, which has had plenty of Western visitors, a temple located in Sawathi village, it is really a must-see stop, in my opinion. If you're going to see that temple, you might as well just stop off and come to this cafe as well. I honestly only discovered it as a blip on Google Maps. I had already been to many of the cafes that piqued my interest on the west side of the city, so I figured I'd give this one a try. The Bird Garden Cafe, for example, or Cafe Sawan is one of my favorite cafes, and that's located in Sawathi village. I knew nothing about Jack's Cafe. I just found the name Jack's Cafe a bit odd. Thais don't typically have nicknames that are Western in origin. For those of you who are not familiar with Thai culture, Thais have a name, first name, surname, that kind of thing, and they normally don't go by that name. They go by a nickname, and that kind of goes with them throughout their lives. However, Thais don't typically have nicknames that are of Western origin, at least not a proper name of Western origin. Their parents normally nickname them after things that they like. For example, plenty of Thais will be named Pepsi or Golf, that sort of thing. Other times the nicknames serve a purpose. If a child is really cute and adorable, it was kind of normal in the day for some parents to give them unflattering nicknames like Fat or Pig, of course in the Thai language. And they did this to confuse what they thought were ghosts that might follow the child home, being that ghosts are so enamored with beautiful things. It's also typical to have parents name their children names like First. And if you name your child First, that means it's a way for you to bestow power upon them or make them the first in class, the best at life, etc., etc. But Jack is unusual. The owners' names, I believe they're the owners anyways, are Khon Kaen and her husband Khon Touch. I believe they're a pair. They behave like they're a couple anyways. If I'm wrong, and I'm sorry. But if they're a couple, they're a lovely couple with a nice home and fantastic piece of property out here in the countryside. Khon Kaen was the one that informed me that only Thai TikTokers and social media influencers have featured this business so far. And of course, it's only been open since December 3rd of 2024. So what is that, like as of today? That's 8 months, 9 months maybe? I'm the first quote-unquote farang they've seen here to attempt to feature the restaurant. I woke up in the morning, did some mowing of the lawn. I only needed to finish areas that I hadn't touched the day before, and that wasn't too much. Then around noon, I went to do some reflection and meditation. I chose Wat Chaisi in Sawathi village because it's one of my favorite villages, and it's one of my favorite Wats. A Wat is a temple, by the way. But that didn't last long. It was too hot to control the monkey mind, so to speak. That monkey mind be sweating. Lord, it be sweating. So I figured I needed refreshment, someplace close. I had already been to the Bird Garden Cafe twice in the last 10 days and wanted to try a different cafe. The place in Ban Sawathi in the downtown area called Coffee, and yes, that's the name of the cafe, Coffee, was a nice little business, but the menu was more limited than what I wanted. So I saw Jack's Cafe on the map and decided, okay, I'll try this oddly named cafe. It's located between the town of Ban Muang and Ban Ban Sawathi. Indeed, the road name is Yotatikhan Khon Kaen Ban Muang Ban Sawathi. Say that 3 times. I was so confused when I turned off the main road. I turned off the main road onto this red clay soil trail, neither paved nor covered in gravel. Although the cafe isn't that far off the highway, when you're in an environment that feels very Jurassic Park, it seems further and more remote than it really is. More jungly. That's the word now, jungly. At every turn, it felt like Leatherface was going to pop out.
You in danger, girl.
Then I hung a left into a long driveway. There are signs pointing you to Jack's Cafe. It was at the end of this long driveway. You can see buffaloes grazing in the distance and the cafe behind you. I was greeted by Jack Russell Terriers. Aha! I know who Jack is now. It's these little bundles of fur and pure uncontained energy. That's what Jack is. It's the Jack Russell Terrier. Duh. I literally opened my door to be greeted by a horde of young ones. They are pedigreed, by the way. I believe the couple breeds them. Jack's Cafe is open 4 days a week and is closed Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So be careful when wanting to visit this place. The days that it is opened, the operating hours are from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So even though you can grab a nice beer here, don't expect a night out. I would imagine the mosquitoes and other jungle insects would make nightlife in this setting kind of challenging anyways. As you enter Jack's Cafe, you can see that they have stations set up with complimentary insect repellent everywhere. Fans are also stationed throughout the sizable grounds, and they also help you to diffuse the threat of being bitten. After all, mosquitoes and gnats are very weak flying insects, so they're easily deterred by a strong breeze. There are plenty of places to sit, and all of them provide you with a little patch of heaven, surrounded by well-placed garden plants, tropical foliage, and orchids everywhere. It's stunning. It's beautiful. Additionally, there are hammocks to relax in, and these aren't there just for decoration. They're functioning hammocks. You can actually lay in them. And if you have children, they are going to find all sorts of areas to entertain themselves with. Not to mention the dogs. They can befriend those dogs. There's even a mini swing and monkey bars for the children, and there are adult swings as well throughout the grounds. Now, I'm not sure how many individual Jack Russells I saw, but I placed the number around 7 to 10 adults, and I'm not sure how many puppies, but there were puppies. It's normally the puppies that greet you when you park your car, by the way. On my first day, I was greeted by mostly grown dogs, but apparently they play guard dog normally, and it's the puppies that come out and visit you. That's the cutest way to be ushered into a cafe, in my opinion. The grown dogs are a bit shyer, unless they're hungry. I'm not sure what kind of training these dogs are given, but they are the calmest Jack Russells I have ever seen. Trust me, this breed is not known for exuding a chill, zen-like disposition. Quite the opposite. It's also really nice to pet a dog whose fur feels luxurious and freshly bathed. The coats were almost mink-like compared to what I'm used to in the village. After all, that little white dog that my neighbors own greets me often as he can. He's grown quite a bit now, and he craves my touch because he doesn't get enough of it at home. And even though he does get bathed, it's not nearly enough. These Jack Russells, however, are showroom ready. I believe that the dogs are pedigreed and clean. I think they sell for around 20,000 to 30,000 baht, which is what you'd expect to pay for a pedigreed Jack Russell anywhere. Don't quote me on that. The conversation was had in Thai, and all sorts of misunderstandings can abound when that takes place.
I am abhorred.
We know what you are, Blanche. I'm glad to finally hear you admit it.
Sophia, I said abhorred.
Abhorred, a slut, a tramp, it's all the same.
Their Facebook page posts an email address and Instagram account in case you want to get a hold of them. The menu at Jack's Cafe is varied, lots of items on there, and the food was delicious. The Thai papaya salad was definitely Bangkok style, which is the way I prefer it, though being that we're in Isan, you can definitely order tam lao. The drink selections included Italian sodas, coffee, of course teas, and some alcoholic selections. that is beer. The owner was nice enough to give me a complimentary carrot cake, matcha green tea, absolutely delicious, and another lighter green tea, all kind of Japanese style. During the cool season, I'm going to be spending much more time here. It's close enough to my mom's house that I can visit it often as I please. Funnily enough, even though I went to the temple to calm and ground myself, I found the koi pond here more calming. They've placed a man-made stream around the grounds as well. Little tadpoles can be seen swimming in the waters, and there's enough of a flow to minimize the breeding of mosquitoes. Sitting in any of the various dining and seating areas allows you to soak up the bird songs in the jungle, as well as the pitter-patter of the fountain splashing in the koi pond. Additionally, the space is filled with soft piano jazz music. It's a tasteful and nice touch. The place is a perfect blend of a wild setting with curated spots that almost trick you into thinking that you're in an urban oasis instead of being in a true off-the-beaten-path forest location. In addition, Jack's Cafe has free Wi-Fi, allowing you to not feel completely separated from the city, but the one thing that you will notice when you're here is amidst the bird songs, the water, the jazz music, all of that, even the rustling of the trees, you won't hear traffic. You just won't hear cars. The sounds of traffic just don't exist here, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Jack's Cafe is the perfect secret hidden cafe in Khon Kaen. Rent a bike or a car and drive out here. The 30 minutes you spend arriving here is well worth the trip, especially if you combine that with a visit to the Temple of the Murals, or Wat Chaisi, in Ban Sawathi, or Sawathi Village. This is an absolute must-visit place if you're into cafes. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, I love you, I thank you, and I wish you all the best in life. See you next time.
Slow down, I'm gonna get dizzy in this crazy town. Same thing, just like heaven. Take a left at the 7-Eleven. Gotta love the big mango. It takes two and a spirit of tango.
I'm willing to go far and wide for a good cup of coffee, and I love the off the beaten path thing, but this road, and it only have like gravel. It's not paved. It doesn't even have rocks.